Okay, well, I've been asked to talk to y'all about my experience as part of Radical Raise, and in particular about the Rise with God part of Raise, in which we were asked and encouraged by John Hugh to get into God's Word on a daily basis, and read His Word as part of our regular daily schedule. To help guide us in this, we used a book called The Divine Mentor by Wayne Cordiero. It's sort of a unique book because it's a book written about the Bible to encourage you not to read books about the Bible, but to read the Bible itself. So and he recognizes that contradiction. But in the second half of the book, I think there are three critical points that have helped me immensely in reading the Bible and in understanding the importance of it. And the first point he makes is that there are different stages that biblical information will take in you as you incorporate it into your thoughts and into your heart and into every part of your being. And so the first stage is when you have just information about the Bible, and that will make, he says, that runs the risk, if you stop there, that runs the risk of making you like the Pharisees, that you can quote chapters and verses and you know all the rules, but it's not really sunk into your heart. He said the next stage, so it goes from your mind, then next stage is to your heart, where it causes inspiration in you and is good in the transforming effect it has on your life, but leaving it at that stage can leave you in a position of being more of a fanatical person. And he says the final stage, as it goes from information to inspiration, the final stage that we should all be seeking in reading the Word is incarnation. And I think the expression he uses multiple times in the book is when it bleeds out of your toes. So he wants us to incorporate the Bible and read the Bible in a way that it becomes part of our being, so that we look at the world through biblical eyes. We treat others based on biblical principles. We don't go around espousing necessarily different chapters and different verses and telling people different rules and citing little details, but just to have the Bible and the truth of the Bible woven into the fabric of our being. The second one is a more elusive point that would not have been readily evident to me. And then I'll read a quote from the book. He says that one of the greatest gifts you will receive from entering the Bible on a daily basis is an increasing resistance to offense. And I think that's one of the most amazing things I read in the book. The idea that by reading the Bible more, you will be less likely to be offended. And I would take offense broadly to mean things like impatience or frustration or anger, that there will be a peace that comes over you. And I think that is a deeper truth than I appreciated even when I first read it. And he goes on further to say that taking offense in your life will impede the miraculous in your life. And I know there's times in my life where I'm so frustrated and so angry and so impatient and so offended that I've missed some wonderful or miraculous thing occurring in front of me because I'm so wrapped up in my own offense and frustration. And so that was the second point that I thought was an incredibly valuable one. And then the third point, which I think speaks very strongly to me, is that when you read the Bible, you shouldn't read it to snag, I think is the term he used, to snag information about God. You should read it to see Him, not to snag information about Him. So you should read the Bible to see God. You should read the Bible to hear God speaking to you. He also adds to that point that you're reading it to catch the heart of God, and that you should be slow to espouse new information until it bleeds out of your toes. Let it sink in first. It's food for your soul before it's fodder for your ideas. And I think that's a critical thing. I think if we can look at the Bible as God speaking to us and God mentoring us, and not look at it as a chance to snag more information about God or as a chance to get through the Bible in a year so that we can check that box, it really, for me, has made reading the Bible regularly or daily a part of my life. I was sure when I started this program that when I finished the Bible and had checked all the boxes in the book for all the daily readings, that I was going to be done doing daily reading because I would have finished the Bible and that box would be checked. But now I realize that is entirely the wrong attitude. It is a daily walk, and we're supposed to continue to pore over God's Word because it is breathed by God, and it is Him speaking to us and speaking into our lives. And in so doing, we can go through our day and look at everything through Bible-tinted lenses, sort of, so that everything we see, everything we hear, every decision we have to make has the Bible and its truths woven into it.